My son is 20 months old, and we're here because when he was about 2 months old, we found the book How to Teach Your Baby Math at a friend's house. And we picked it up and read it, both my husband and I, and just thought it was pretty astounding what the claims that were being made in that book that you could teach your tiny baby math. So we went online to the Gentle Revolution Press and got pretty much everything we could get our hands on in terms of materials. And we started my son on the dot cards when he was about 2.5 months old. And then started with the reading program after that, and just wanted to learn a lot more about what we could do to, help him learn things much faster, so we came to the course. The math program, the first thing that struck us was that he loved those little red dots. I mean, every time we brought them out, he just got this huge smile on his face, and we couldn't really understand why, but we just kind of thought, hey, this is great. Even if he's not learning anything, it's a nice way to see him smile. And he would just look forward to it all the time. And that lasted really up until the end of the math program. The whole time he just loved it. And then with the reading, we started that a bit later, and it was kind of nice because he already was saying a lot of the words that we were putting on the cards, and I think it was really fun for him to see them written down for the first time. And so he would see words that he knew, like apple or bubbles, and he would just, oh, bubbles, like, oh, that's how you write that. And that was just really fulfilling for us to see. The whole time I was doing the course, I was hoping that, this was somehow making a difference and that he was learning something. But I think as a parent, you always have a little voice in the back of your head that says, you are crazy and this is not working and it's just crazy and it's never going to work. And you certainly have a lot of friends that look at you when you're doing the math program or the reading program that just think, oh, wow, okay, you're special. But after having seen the kids this week and, of course, learning more about what the Institute has done with children that are both well and brain injured, and just seeing it live and seeing these kids live, there is no further proof that I need to know that I need to continue this program, and I need to do it right, and I need to do it all the time as much as I possibly can, because it works. So if there is another parent out there who's thinking, should I take this course? Should I not take this course? Is it really worth taking an entire week out of my life? I would say, think of all the numbers of weeks that go by that you are just surviving, especially as a new parent, you and your child, just trying to get them fed, trying to get them showered, trying to get them to stop throwing food back at you. And think of this as a week that is going to change your relationship with your child and children forever. I mean, we are expecting our second now, and this week has not only completely changed my thinking about my first son, but also about the new baby that's on the way. And there hasn't been a single other week in my entire life that has given me this much motivation to go and be a very different kind of mother than I would have been had I not attended this course. So I would say, abandon everything, take a week out of your life, no matter what it is that you have to let go of, and do this, because you are going to make a difference in your child's life forever. I think for everyone, there are a lot of obstacles to taking an entire week out of your life to come to a course, especially people who have children. We have just moved back to the U.S. from England, and so we really hadn't yet worked out childcare. We didn't have a babysitter. We didn't have anyone to take care of my son for this week. So that was a major challenge, and I had to really beg my mother to come and spend the week with us here so she can take care of my son while we attended. So I know that it's a challenge for people to find someone to take care of their children while they're here. But it's maybe 1 week without you, but it's 1 week that they'll benefit from forever. So I'm sure they will excuse you for not being with them for that week. And I think something else that's really hard is maybe taking the time off of work. I know a lot of people only get 2 weeks off of work, and to take an entire week of that to be here is difficult when you could be wherever it is you wanted to be all year, on the beach or whatever. But the payoff is gigantic. And if we think about how many courses we take our children to and how much we spend on those classes and how much time and money we just waste on things that don't work, this is one thing that absolutely works, and you should try to get over any possible obstacle that you have to make sure you are in that seat here for that 1 week, and it will pay off in spades for the rest of your life and for the rest of your kid's life, I'm sure. I know that my husband and I attended this course together, and I know that for him, the one thing that he absolutely can't wait to get home and start is the physical program with our son. He sort of instinctively had already done a lot of physical things with my son, and a lot of people would look at him like he was very strange. Why are you pushing that very little child to do that very difficult thing? And now he just feels completely justified in doing that and wants to go back and do as much of the physical program as possible with my son. So I know that's what he's most looking forward to. What I'm most looking forward to is a musical program, because I myself am not very musically talented, but I've always extremely admired people who understood music, and especially people who could compose. And today I saw a 7-year-old boy compose a beautiful piece of music right before my eyes, and I just thought, I can't wait to see my son do that someday. And so I'm so extremely excited to go home and start the music program, which we had not yet started and didn't even know about really until we came to this course.